Hello, and welcome to Warhammer 40k Boltgun. Right off the bat, I gotta pump the brakes. I actually tried to record this video once before. Okay, like 45 times, but I don't count cut intros. There's a photosensitivity warning, so anyone with photosensitivity issues like epilepsy, here's your chance to back out now. 3, 2, 1... Okay, I'm just gonna assume that anybody that has any issues either has their medication available, has dropped off to just audio, or ran away screaming. To each their own. I was gonna go through the options, but for some reason I've been having a lot of technical issues trying to record this video. Like, hitting the button and the recording not starting. So, I'm kinda terrified. I wanna just kinda hop right into it. Furthermore, as you can see, I have played this already. One of the other technical issues I had is that the first time I tried to go through, my audio didn't record. Yeah, for whatever reason, my mic just wouldn't pick up. So I know the first 2 levels. It's been a couple weeks, but I know them. So, let's start this out from the beginning. Just pretend that didn't happen. Just ignore all this. Here is our protagonist. This is one of the very, very few times you will actually see him. His name is unpronounceable to me, which is good because I also can't remember it. No, it doesn't change over there. This is the first time I noticed that, so I wanted to see if switching to one of the other skulls did anything. If you're wondering what these are, this is a 40k thing. These aren't servo skulls, but this is like a Mechanicus thing, and just kind of the Imperium in general. And over here we got some Chaos Corruption, and then we got a lot of Chaos Corruption, and then we have the makings of a Khorn demon. What's a Khorn demon? Well, aside from being delicious, you're gonna find out. I didn't encounter any in the first 2 levels, but I think it's a safe bet. I'm not really sure why these are down here. I haven't seen them change. They will be important, though. I'm gonna bump this up to medium, because, I'm not actually sure why it was on low. This bit here, my armor is Contempt. That's not just a tagline. For some reason, armor in this game is literally Contempt for your foe. Because 40k. Now entering off target. I probably should have been reading that.
Nothing, once touched by the hand of chaos, remains untainted. You are under the dominion of the Ordo Malleus to assist my investigations into a world that has already felt that fell's influence. Graia has been under the close watch of the Inquisition since the Grim Skull War. The Forge world remains largely secure, but we have picked up concerning energy readings in the surrounding system. I have my suspicions, although we have not had sufficient time to pinpoint the origin of these foul energies. While most of the planet remains unaffected, it is my belief that rogue elements within the Adeptus Mechanicus may have been experimenting with a surviving fragment of Inquisitor Drogon's power source. Your mission is to assist me in locating a fragment of the power source. While I consider this threat extremely serious, your superiors have seen fit to second only a handful of you to my supervision. In the absence of a larger force, we should pray to the Emperor that this does not develop into a more dire situation. This servo skull will guide you. In Commodus here is one of the few sanctified and preserved from the purging of Drogon's heretical archives. Together, you will search sites where communication has become sporadic. Should you encounter any opposition, you may assume they have been tainted by the ruinous powers. Suffer not the heretic to live. While I continue my investigations aboard the Crown, you will be deployed to a habitation zone we lost contact with several cycles ago. You should assume the situation to be extremely hostile. Beware. We do not know how far the taint of the arch-enemy spreads.
But I think we can guess. Your deployment to Graia didn't go quite as planned, as in literally every other Marine is dead. No matter, secure armament, bolster your faith, and continue. Those heretics don't know what's coming for them. Taunt with tea. So, yeah, starting off, the only weapon we have is the chainsword. It is extremely effective. Sorry about that. I forgot that I had a controller plugged in. So every time I used the chainsword, it was rumbling the desk. So yeah, they're not looking too good. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at there. Is that his head? I don't know. Anyway, I should probably be listening to this guy. I'm not going to, because servo skulls creep me out. Also, they seem kind of, you know, heresy-y. Shut up, skull. Anyway, a couple things I should note before we really get going. Shut up, skull! Harumph! Okay, first things first. When I first heard about this game, I was told it was basically a Quake-like. But when I played, not really, no. What it is, however, is a Project Warlock-like. I know that sounds weird, considering that Project Warlock is pretty much a Quake-like. But there are differences. Press V. That's a really inconvenient key to use. Thank you, Skull.
Glory for Ultramar!
Yeah. But yeah, another thing here. Story-wise. Also... This is peak 40k right here. Anyway, story-wise, you'll notice that the feeble Human enemies seem a little smaller than they did in Space Marine, which this is like a pseudo like sequel to, but less of a sequel to that and more a prequel to Space Marine 2. It's complicated. That's what happens when a sub-series takes a like 10-year hiatus. 10 to 15. I'm sure that was a bad idea. Yeah. I'm gonna die so many times jumping off things, I just know it. Also, you see that? That's a plasma conduit. I don't know if those could explode in-game, but I'm just gonna, like, assume. Another thing to note with the chainsword. Once you get in range while holding the thing, you'll notice that their enemies turn red and time slows down. When that happens, just let the button go, which I guess the mouse button, and you will charge right into them. There's also a charge button. That can be very useful for knocking enemies over and out of the way, but I don't like to use it much. Because, it does have a negative effect in that it locks your movement. I don't know why I wasn't sprinting there. I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, you can sprint with shift. As you can see, it makes you a little bit unwieldy. It's also one of those shift sprints that you have to actually hold down. Ow, my ears. My ears were blown out, but it's worth it. Because here we have a Relic Bolter, the weapon that this game gets its name from. This gun kicks ass. How much ass? That much ass. For basic enemies, it will kill them in one hit. The only downside to it is it has a really weird clip size of 25. That's probably lore accurate, I don't know. The mouse sensitivity seems really high. I should probably look into fixing that. I won't, but I probably should. Now let's see. Get out of my way. There's a secret around here, I just can't remember how to find it. I think it's... I'm not sure how I didn't notice before, but this is just the, like, opening hall of E1M1 in Doom. Huh. Oh. I believe 200 is the maximum Contempt that you can hold. Contempt, being armor, functions basically the way it does in Doom, and probably also Quake. I can't remember, it's been a while since I played Quake. Yeah, there it is, here's what I was looking for. It's a Berserk power-up. I don't actually know how it works, because your melee weapons against normal enemies are one-hit kill anyway. I say normal enemies because we're going to see some in the next level that actually can shrug it off. And by shrug it off, I mean punch you in the face. And then you smack them in the face with your chainsword again, and they are reduced to gibs. Also, you'll notice down there, we have grenades. We have 3 kinds of grenades, but I only have the 2 right now. They are extremely good. This is one of the few games where you're actually going to see me using grenades. It's kind of hard not to get all of the kills in this one. Mountain batteries. The trail through the mountains leads to the habitation zone. Planetary defense batteries align the route, as do heretics. Find a way into the hab zone. Purge any resistance. Huh. That's actually a helpful hint. But I'm going to end this one off here, and we will keep going next time. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you then.